Hello everybody, welcome to another video. I'm Alex Antuna, and today we're going to jump into Gravity Sketch this morning. Kind of show a little bit of some of the, just jumping in here. I was looking at the environments, and it led me to start looking at other things. So I noticed that their grid a little bit more improved. You can actually key in. Oh, there it is. Look at this. Oh, you can't change it. Thought you could change it. We'll put it to 50. Either way, we can look at 50. It's good. This is just a good little starter thing. We can grab this and put it on the side. I'm just going to show like a little fun thing to do to get, if you're beginning with Gravity Sketch or even 3D in general. This is a good way to kind of break the ice. So now, using your snap grid, everything should snap into place. So now if I were to grab this, we can grab it and we can bring it over. So now everything snaps. Everything's got a center, not a center, but if we were to edit this and we can extrude, now we can just kind of build like Roblox style, I guess, if you were to think of it, and you can start slicing and it'll slice on the edges, so that you're not guessing whenever you do your slices, like, you're trying to do it, but now it's actually a little more precision modeling. And if we were to do this, we can just kind of start bringing things out. Maybe it's a platform. We can start just kind of designing. Now you got things to snap to. It's not so bad. Just let it go. So, I don't know what we're gonna do with this. We'll just keep modeling and see what happens. Say for instance you want to put a break. Nope. Undo. Right there, and we can just bring this up. Undo. Grab. And bring it up. But what I also like is that if you were to do this, you can also slant things down like that. So you can go a little bit different way with it. You can select these faces and then drag them out, and then the same thing, trigger. It should do that. Or when we do it, let's see, it didn't divide it. Usually you should be able to extrude it. Let's see if you can grab it. I was doing it the other day. You can still subdivide and go from here. Let's see if I can grab it. So, grabbing that, pulling that out. Oop. Snap. This is what I can do. I can use this. See if that helps it at all. There we go. Snap. But this is a pretty cool little method. It's just kind of like real basic kind of modeling. It kind of gets you familiar with kind of like that Minecraft feel. Go with that. Go from there. We can even slant this down if we need to. So you can start to see this. Grab these two faces and extrude out. So it's looking cool, almost like a little bit of a thing. But if you need something for scale, we can start to go in here. If you wanted to make it feel a little bit more like you're building for an asset, you can go in here, grab a mannequin, pull him out. So now when you place your mannequin, let me turn off the grid, you feel like scale is working now. So let's pull back that grid. And keep this up. Turn it on. So now we have our little mannequin that snaps to, and you can put them in here. And just for, reference, you got scale. And when you look at it, you can kind of concept ideas from this. You can be like, all right, now I can kind of see where I want to go with this and start building from that. What else can we do? We can start adding in like other geometry, but we're just kind of keeping it simple. You don't want to get too complicated if you're still learning. Well, you can. I'm not saying don't. I'm just saying that it's easier to take it in steps and just kind of learn it. Look at that. That's interesting. Look at that. Like it's kind of like a tower thing. So now if we want to bring the person closer, look. So we can just, what's cool is that the snaps work, so it doesn't matter if you offset it too. So if you accidentally forget to grab something, but we can grab another guy, put him over here to kind of get reference. Pull him over. I'm gonna leave the snaps on. It's not too bad. So we're gonna go here, and we'll just turn this around so we can have him facing, and we can just put his arms a little bit more natural. You can edit these characters. That's what I like about these. You can have him looking up like he's trying to figure out what he's gonna do. If you go right, left, you can even get more detail if you ever need to. You can start bending little fingers. It gets a little more detail, but look, even looking here, you can see like there's perspective. When you lock a camera in, it's pretty cool. So you can like start knocking out some quick ideas for sketching or concepting ideas. So we can put this here and say, for instance, it's a door, I guess. So let's go ahead and let's bring back our grid. And our grid looks like it's decent, but let's go to clear that. Clear 25, yes. And let's see how small this grid is now. So now when we edit, you can see where maybe a door right here, and then put another one. We can divide it down the middle if we really want to, and you can just start to see that it's just kind of push this in. Oh, well, it's going to be on a grid, so we can go further in. And if this is okay, if you pull the trigger, it'll extrude it back. So now we have kind of an entrance, so we could probably put a keypad or something in there. Not a keypad, but I'm saying like if I put something here, that could be another piece of mesh on there. So let's see, let's go to here. Let's see if I can put a little block on it without being too big. No, too big. I could probably do a smaller one. So if we were to turn off the grid, and we're just gonna build a little block. If I can. Nope. Let's see if I can make it small. Just want the block. Just want the block. Now, another thing you can do, if so you don't mess it up to be too bad, you can use this to make it a little more precision. That way it's not too it's not gonna, how you say it, it's not gonna be like this. So if we go back to selection, select it, my gizmo thingy, and probably scale this down. A little bit of a different workflow. If you're used to other programs, this might be. You can always move your light too. So we're gonna work with that. And let's fix our light. Where's your light at? Oh yeah, updated light. So we can move this around to be about right there. I think this color thing is because I'm recording. If you look at it and the color gets weird, it's eating resources. So now we can edit this box in here. Let's keep it to the thing. I wish, is there a local? No local, but it's all good. I'm just gonna work with this for now. There you go. We can scale it some more. You're like, what is he doing? I don't know. I'm just modeling. We're just gonna have a little fun with this. And so we can put that on. And we can start to push this back. Start to kind of push things up and forth. So say, for instance, you just want to have a little bit of a thing in there. Select. We can select this face. We can scale it down and trigger. And now we got a little box, select, push in, trigger, inset, and then you can put like maybe little buttons or something in there. I don't know. We can put a lever or something else, and we can start subdividing. Put some loops in here. Start have a little, get a little crazy with it. It doesn't matter. We're just gonna select some faces. So you can push them in. You can do it this way. Trigger. So now you got like a little cut panel, and then if you really want to, you can put some wires or something in there. Let's see what else we got. We can select these faces, pull it out, trigger. Now you got another thing in there. I don't know, you start thinking about what you want to do, and then if you want to start adding in some other detail. Let's see. Go here, sketch, tools, and then you can start to do, I'm just trying to give little ideas what you can do with this. You got your stroke thing, and so now you can start scaling that, and you can click, now you got wires. So okay, nope, undo, and you can push this little toggle, increase it, and there you go. You got like a little line, a little conduit for the electrical wires or something. I don't know why they'd have it exposed, but you know, just start pushing stuff here and there. Fix that. Probably should use the other thing. You don't have to have it like that. You can put this one like that. Just trying to give ideas, like, so now you start to build out stuff, and you can start to see just building in general, and just little tips here and there. Grab this. Let's see what we can do with it. Let's see. Select. We can scale down right there. Maybe. And then so now we can select these faces, push it in, trigger. So now you kind of got a little, it might need to clean up the little lip right here, but it seems to work. Let's see what else we can do. We can go, let's see if I can select this, and no, I didn't want to do that. I'm trying to see if I can put, let me just do this. We'll do this cube, and we'll do this as 2 hands, maybe. Let's see if this works. And it's crooked. Undo. Does it matter? We're just gonna put it in here. Just trying to get a look, just real quick and dirty. Scale. What I should have done is, if I were to get this in here, we can make another little crease on the door. Let's see if we can do that. And yeah, well, we can do a little bit there, and we'll do this one too. I did it too much. Scale it just slightly. I'm holding the left trigger, so it kind of helps. And so if we want to select this one, and this one, this one, this one, this one. So it keeps wanting to do the loop thing. It shouldn't do that, but it is. So we'll just do it one at a time. We'll just grab this, extrude it out, got right there, select this, extrude that one. Now you kind of got a door seam. It's just for concepting. This is really good for just quick ideas and stuff. You can probably clean it up in another program if you really have to. But I do like this program. It's kind of fun seeing it in VR. Line it up. There you go. We got a little kind of a handle right there, right there. Boom. Now you got doors. But you can start to see where it's going. Just kind of just blocking things out if you really want to. Here's something we can do. We can... Let's see. Go here. We'll just put another mesh in there. Line to line. Let's see. One-handed. Right here. It might have worked better if I had that grid, right? Let's see if that works. Let's try the grid. Yep, there we go. And the grid's pretty good. Let's edit it, make it a little bit thicker, thinner. Let's see. Right there. It's okay. I think the whole point was to use the grid and I didn't use it. It's kind of got lost in 3D, right? We can do this. We can undo. I'll turn that off so we can just kind of use this axis constraint. And now we got a kind of a wall, and then we can push this over. We got another thing so you don't jump off, right? So you can kind of see you can block stuff out fairly quick. If we really want to, we can start adding more detail. Just ideas. Pull it out. 20 millimeter. Yes. And if you really want to, we can pull these out even more. Another 20. So you can go there. And wrong way. Wrong button. So we got that. And so we can actually grab this loop and drag it down. So it kind of curves. We got some weird, I don't know what you want to call it, shade. So you don't get in the rain. Doesn't want to get wet. Stuff like that. But yeah, you can start to see that it's just something to block out real quick. And plus in VR, you can kind of look really easy too. Used to have, so we can go teleport and then do this, but I don't know if it make me scale to the right scale. Yeah, it's because it's gonna be tiny. I'd have to scale everything back up. I should have built it to scale, but it's all good. So, but yeah, usually if you built this up, if I were to scale everything, we can actually look around and do it right. But I was just kind of building out of millimeters. Kind of wish you could change this to a different dimension so you can make it bigger than millimeter, but it's all good. But yeah, I don't know, just jumping in this morning, just kind of showing a little bit simpler process, not overthinking things, just using the grid snap to where when you grab things, it'll snap to, and instead of being like this, you can actually have a little more precision with your modeling. It helps sometimes just using the tools you got and going with it. So let's see what else we got. Selection. I was trying to remember how to. Yeah, so if you hold that, but the only bad thing is when I do this and I want to select here, it selects the whole ring. Let's see how to get out of that. Maybe face only. I can do that. So let's select, but it still wants to grab the ring. It's got to be an easier way, right? I could just click and drag and that works too. So now when we drag out, and you can see that it's pulling this too. Just pull the trigger when you're done and it extrudes it. So it's something to not worry about there. Make another platform here, drag it out, and maybe snap it there. It should be right onto this. So if I grab that, see, and if you really want to, you can just keep dragging one more, and there you go. You might want to delete the faces in between if you go in here, if you want a little bit more clean, and then to slice this and to connect it. But it doesn't really matter if you're just blocking stuff out, just planning to rebuild stuff. I like these little characters though. They always help. They're good models to have. real good little thing. Just kind of go in here. So if you really need to, like, say for instance, you're trying to make a story with this, you know, I don't know, just spine, I don't know, just like Batman or something. Put his leg up, turn the leg a little bit better. You can pose everything in here. It's pretty cool. Do the superhero pose. It's like a ninja, right? Doing his thing. Ninja vanish. Or he's getting ready to jump, I guess. Yeah, you start making little stories and stuff and start building to this. Start going from there. Or if you really want, you can give them a rope. We're just having fun. This isn't something to overthink. We're just kind of having fun. Just showing you. See how big that is. That's too small. Let's see. Let's go a little bit bigger. Stroke. Go right there, and then you could have a rope going down, and then you're good. Edit it. I do like how you can do kind of like a rope or something really easy in here. Just tie it off to that. You know, now you got a little story. He's gonna slide down. So even in here, you can kind of block out. Yeah, there you go, Batman style, old school Batman and Robin. They're climbing up. It was like this, but it's, you know, so, but yeah, I don't know. This is something to think about if you're trying to plan out some shots. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just throwing ideas at you. You don't have to use these ideas, but they are ideas out there to kind of get you inspired. Fix his foot. His foot's all crazy. Gotta straighten that out, buddy. See, not too bad. You can have them looking down. Have more precision with the other thing, and you can move them like that, depending on how much you're looking to do. But even then, you can start setting up cameras. And there you go. You got something to work with. You got another shot. I'm just kind of giving ideas. Who knows? Maybe it helps, maybe it don't. But just jumping on this morning, just kind of having a little fun. Just kind of clearing the mind. Look, there's a mirror. There's 2 versions. So it's Friday. Hope everybody has a good one out there. And I'll see you in the next video. Later.